going to cause people to go and do things secretly to their bodies to try to abort the child on their own.
She always got something to say. Oh, no, she didn't. Oh, yes, she did. No, she didn't. Yes, she did.
We gonna cry a little.
I
We gonna laugh a lot.
I like her.
Hear real shit.
She keeping it real.
In the right spot.
Come on,
Let's
y'all.
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Jamaica, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. If you have never been here before, never seen this face before, and you're just trying to figure out like, what the fuck do I gotta do? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you do not miss a video. So let's get into it. Texas has said that you have up until 6 weeks to get an abortion. After that, it is now illegal. Let's talk about it. I'm a woman. I've been there before. When I say I've been there before, I have done a previous video. I will leave it here somewhere about how I had an abortion after I had my first son. Because I was like, no, not happening. And the experience it's just an experience you won't forget. Like, it's an experience that you will think about no matter how old you are. It's just there. After that experience and after that feeling was a feeling of relief. And I'm gonna say this because one, I was young, and two, now that I have a son and I have another son, it takes so much to raise a child. And I don't even mean financially. Like, let's just throw the finances out of this. Mentally, like, you have to have the patience, you have to have, oh my god, the strength, you have to have everything it takes, because it's not easy. When I say it's not easy, I mean you deal with the crying and the screaming and the attitudes when they get older and the tantrums. And if you're not mentally prepared for that, it will cause you to do things that you hear about people killing their kids, abusing their kids, starving their kids, beating their kids. I mean, even right now in 2021, you just hear these stories and how they have escalated over time. So without even the financial portion, it is a big thing. And for me, it was a relief. I started getting into raising my son. I was like, oh yeah, I had to have that. No. And that's just being honest. That's just being honest. I feel like this law is going to do a lot more than two things in Texas. It's going to do a lot. You're going to have people, women, young women who have kids and don't want them. And result of that, probably doing something very heinous to the child, like I said, abusing the child. You're going to have a bunch of kids that are going to be raised on welfare, and so of course that's even worse for people who, like, you know, oh, you shouldn't have abortions and you shouldn't do this and this. Well, now go ahead, Texas, raise those taxes, because now I gotta pay for these unwanted kids. Okay, it's gonna do that. It's going to cause people to go and do things secretly to their bodies to try to abort the child on their own. It's gonna just cause them to do unhealthy things. I can say that. Like back in the old days where you laid on somebody's table and they went and got some liquor or some alcohol in the hanger, you know, just people are going to start getting creative, and that's harmful, especially when you're doing something like that to somebody's body. However, we cannot say the extreme that people will go to get rid of a kid, to not have a kid. I'm glad I said that. Women, young women, condoms. You can avoid the abusing the child. You can avoid the system. You can avoid jail. You can avoid so much by wearing a condom, by getting birth control. It is a responsible thing to do. And as women, as young ladies, we have to be responsible. It's our bodies. Some of these men don't give a fuck what happened. They don't care that they not getting no abortions. So now that this law has passed, you think they give a fuck? Nah, you ain't on. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, and then don't be sitting on TikTok and shit talking about, oh my god, it's just so hard. I got under two and I'm pregnant with another one. Them type of TikTok videos really like give me anxiety. You can set yourself up for failure, but you can also set yourself up for greatness. And greatness, if you don't want to have a kid, be on the system, if you know it's hard, if you know that you don't have time to try to figure out whose kitchen table you can lay on, then you need to get birth control or don't have sex. Number 2 ain't an option. So we go with that. You need to be protective. You need to be protective. 6 weeks is not a long time. A lot of women, if you are not familiar with your body, if you have probably never been pregnant before, you won't even know until you're about 2-3 months. I didn't know I was pregnant with my first child until I was like 3-4 months. Like, I don't even think abortion was an option. Not that I knew. My second son, I knew by the end of the week. Okay? Conception happened January 10th. By January 15th, I had already, I said, oh, okay, I know what this is. I know what's happening. I went to eat some shrimp. It didn't pan out right. I was like, yeah, I know what this is. My boobs got heavy. Okay, I know what this is. I started getting all type of like sicknesses. I'm like, oh, no, I know what this is. If you know, then you know. But if you're young and you don't know about your body, birth control. Birth control, birth control. Because other than that, you risk putting kids in the world that are not going to be wanted. And as a child, you never want to feel that. You don't want kids being born and then thrown into the system and then they're adopted by families that don't care. I do say that there are a lot of families who do want kids, who really do care, who are going to be loving families, and that's the route you choose to go if you have missed that 6 weeks and you're in Texas. And that's the route you choose to go. And I feel like do that. If you feel like it's for the health and the safety of you and the health and the safety of that child, then you give that child over to a family that wants them. And do not put them in the system. Do not abuse them. Do not harm them. Do not neglect them. That is some messed up shit. I was trying not to curse and I cursed. Okay. It's wrong. Don't do it. I'm not here for it. I do not do anything with child abuse. I frown upon it. Okay, and I'm not even a judgmental kind of person, but I feel like there's too many options where you can drop them off at the police station or the fire station, and you don't have to ruin a child's life, verbally and physically, or mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like, don't do that. Sexist. I'm not surprised that it's you. Okay, I'm not surprised that it's sexist at all, but I do feel like women, this is your chance to get your one up. Get your birth control. I don't care if it's the plan that's for 10 years. Or if you, let's just say some females don't want to get birth control. Their body don't react to it. You know, all these different things that it happens. We're women. Our bodies are just designed like that. Then you really need to be cautious. You really need to make sure you're having condoms, not only to prevent a child, but to prevent an STD. These niggas are nasty. Let out. With that being said, good luck to the people of Texas. Good luck to the women of Texas. Men, don't be rude. Don't be out there purposely impregnating women so that can be something that they go through, because that's hard, you know, and that's just, it's hard on everybody involved. We are human. And I say this to myself all the time, and I say it to people. We are quick to fix our minds and our mouths to think and speak on the sins of others and their lives, when our sins don't even, like, don't grant us no type of mercy. We always think that there is something that we're doing that is not as bad as what the next person's doing. I say this to say, if you decide to get an abortion and you feel like that is the best thing for you, do it. Because at the end of the day, you are that child's mother, father, guardian, whomever, for the rest of their lives. That's a lot of pressure. Like, I constantly, and this is me being a woman, me being a mother, me being a black woman and a black mother, I worry about my children constantly. Whether my son wants to go outside, I'm like, oh, let me go with you, because, you know, it's racist out there, you know, people just shooting each other, you getting hit by cars. It's a constant war. We 24/7, 365, and I got 2 now. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So birth control, if it's too late, because like I said, 6 weeks is not a lot of time to even find out if you are new to your body and if you are new to pregnancy. Find somebody to talk to. Do not go and resort to unhealthy ways that are potentially bad for you and bad for the child. Texas, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that it's sexist, just under no circumstances. So with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Good luck to you guys. I wish you guys the best. It's all love. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitter for just cool, behind the scenes, fun, let's keep it real, me, you type of conversations. And on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.